everybody, how are you today? I am coming to you doing some reflection on my 8 weeks working the COVID crisis assignment and getting ready to go back into another assignment where my husband and I and everybody at the hospital, just like everywhere throughout the country, will be taking care of many people with COVID-19. And I had a conversation with a dear friend today, and I'm really grateful for this conversation because it really just had me in this reflection mode about everything that's going on as far as COVID-19 relates. And I gotta say, I know if you're in healthcare, you can probably agree with me on this, that COVID-19 is real. I know that there are questions out there. People are wondering, is this a conspiracy? All of these things, but it's real. And how do I know it's real? Because I've taken care of people who wouldn't normally be in the hospital, on life support, or dang near on life support, had it not been for this virus. And there's also people who say, well, these people were going to die anyway. These people were going to die of congestive heart failure or coronary artery disease or COPD. We'll use those three, or diabetes even. So we'll use those as an example just to test this conspiracy theory if you're thinking that COVID-19 is not real. Here's the thing with congestive heart failure, coronary artery disease, diabetes. With these things, people are not presenting high fever, a chest x-ray that looks, sorry, I had another call come through, is not a symptom. So the symptoms are not the same. Because it could be possible, could it be possible that the labs or whatever, the testing is off? That's a possibility. But when I tell you that people have been very, very sick, and there's people obviously who get COVID-19 and they're not that sick. Yes, thank God, right? We'd really be screwed. But it is real. And the conversation that I had with my friend really just was a good wake-up call for me, because I'm in the process of launching a program called the Summer Slim Down. Yes, we want to get rid of our weight that we gained during COVID-19, and we want to feel great in our clothes, right? Yeah, we do. I think all of us want to feel confident and like we look good. But really had me think underneath the surface, why do I do what I do? And also, I just want to share this with you. Now more than ever, right? This is all of our wake-up call, that we get to live a healthy lifestyle, that we get to take care of ourselves. Because I can tell you, there are people, and I would say it's not just nursing home kind of people that are getting COVID and dying. It's not just those kind of patients, unfortunately. It's people who are undiagnosed diabetic. They have an extra 50, 60, 70 pounds on them. They have high blood pressure, but it's not that bad. Maybe they don't take medicine. These are some of the people who unfortunately have passed away, and rest in peace to them. And, you know, I feel like that, and I know that that's our common culture here in America, that a lot of people are pre-diabetic, a lot of people are overweight, and I understand, like, we have so much quick gratification here. It's so easy to just overload on stuff. It's something that I work on myself all the time, is not overindulging on things. But as a result of that, it's killing people. And is this the last pandemic that we're going to have? Are we going to be dealing with this into flu season? Yeah, we are. We've seen it. It's true. The numbers are higher. Okay, there's well, we're doing more testing. The numbers are higher. Okay, yes, we are doing more testing. Therefore, there will be more positive numbers and more negative numbers, correct? Yes. But here's the thing. The hospitals, at least I'll speak for South Florida, hospital admissions are soaring through the roof, right? They're calling me and texting me all day long to come in and work because they desperately need care. So that brings me to another subject I'm just going to touch on, because that wasn't my intention on this Facebook Live, is that yes, we do get to work on herd immunity, all of that kind of stuff. And yes, the masks only do so much, but they do something. They help. They are a protector. Not everybody wears their mask appropriately. Not everyone's going to wear a mask. That's great. But if you're on the fence about wear a mask or don't wear a mask, just wear a mask. It's just easier, because last thing we want to do is collapse the healthcare system, because then when people really need care, they're not going to be able to get the care that they need to stay alive and survive the virus if we don't have enough help, if we don't have enough ventilators, if we don't have enough propofol. But that's on a whole other topic there. But what I really want you to think about right now is that our health, taking care of ourselves, is so important. Like I said, that's really why I got from being a nurse and into wellness, is because I saw that there's so much that we can do, which is exciting, which is awesome, to avoid being sick, and that our natural beings as humans is to try to be at our healthiest. Dang it, we will do some things to tear ourselves apart, but we really are meant to be healthy, strong, energized. And so seeing that and like seeing patients in the ICU that didn't need to be in the ICU, if they could have just done some simple things to take care of themselves, plus my own, like I get it, the struggle is real, really led me to go into wellness. So what can you do? If you're somebody who you're thinking, I am afraid if I get this virus, I'm going to be sick. Or, I'm fairly healthy, but I haven't been to the doctor in a really long time, and I know a lot of conditions run in my family. Or I know that I have diabetes, or I know I'm pre-diabetic, or I know that I have high blood pressure. Because these two things, high blood pressure and diabetes, we don't even think anything of it because so many people have it. But it really, from my experience of taking care of people who are really sick, those are very common things that people that have COVID-19 are ending up in ICU, things that they have, or maybe they didn't know that they had, and they found out when they ended up in the critical care sick with COVID-19. So if you're any of those people, if you're anybody really, ask yourself, where am I? Like, where am I with my health? Okay? And maybe you don't know, or maybe you think you know, but you don't really know. So that's something to ask yourself too. Am I just assuming I am super healthy, but I actually in the back of my mind question if I am? And not to be pessimistic. You guys know me, I'm very optimistic, and I do believe that the power of knowing you are healthy matters. But have you gone to the doctor? Have you checked to see what your glucose is, your fasting glucose? Do you know what your blood pressure runs? These kind of basic things. If you have family history, how are you getting the test just to make sure you're clean in that area, right? If you have coronary artery disease in your family and you're at that age, maybe it's time you get a stress test. Or are you 50? Have you had your colonoscopy? All these are really basic things. And I am all about health care, preventative care, wellness care. But these things can really help us have a healthier life. So first of all, find out where you're at. Where are you in your health? Where are you with your eating habits? Food, really, what did Hippocrates, is that, I think he said, let thy food be thy medicine. And I know that we can think it's just food. We are what we eat in so many aspects. So how are you eating? Like, how are you eating on a 80-90% basis? Because I do hear this a lot from people. I don't eat that bad. And then we dive into what they're eating, and it's really poor nutrition. If you eat bad, it doesn't make you a bad person. It's okay. I'm somebody, I don't expect anybody to be perfect. I'm not perfect with my nutrition. I'll be the first to tell you that. But it does make a difference. And when it comes to being able to live through a pandemic and deal with COVID-19, like, we need to be doing the things to keep ourselves healthy and strong. So knowing where you're at with your eating habits, knowing where you're at with your exercise level. Are you exercising regularly consistently over time. Not just for a few weeks here and there, not just for a couple days here and there. Like, be honest with yourself. What is your habits? What have your habits been for the last couple years, few years, when it comes to your eating habits and your exercise habits? And with your stress. Thought about this morning because there's a couple things. In business, they say, what is the thing that's keeping them up at night? And when I'm in a good space, I never remember what are the things that keep me up at night, because I go to bed and I knock out and I fall asleep. But I do wake up in the morning and there's common things that are on my mind. That is a form of stress. And some of us are working 40, 50, 60, 70 hours, taking care of kids, taking care of parents, running around, watching the news all the time. And the stress is like boiling over, and we don't even know that we're stressed. So what has your stress been the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? Another thing, just take some time and really reflect, where are you at on that? You can score yourself on a 1 to 10. With my life coaching clients, I have something, a thing that I do. So if you want that, if this is resonating for you, I can send it to you. But just look and see where you're at. First of all, awareness, where we're at. And awareness, not from like beating yourself up or anything like that. It's good to be aware. We want to be aware. Where are we at in our health? And then the second thing is doing something about it. It's easy to say, I'll start tomorrow. It's easy to say, oh, I blew it. I ate like crap this morning. Then I'm just going to eat crap the rest of the day. Or, oh, I didn't work out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Screw it. I'll start next Monday. Do something now. Start now. Because it really is about the long term and consistently doing those things that are going to help keep you strong, really help you make it through this pandemic and who knows, other pandemics. And if you need support, this is what I do. This is how I support people, is with their getting into an exercise routine and cleaning up their nutrition and managing their stress. So I'm in the process of designing a program for the person who is afraid, honestly, that if they get COVID-19, that it's going to be really bad for them, and they're ready to make a serious commitment to themselves and to their lives. And I just want to leave you with something positive because I feel like there was a lot of, I don't even want to call it negativity in this talk, because it is a reality. It is what all the healthcare workers across at least America are experiencing, I'm sure, if they work in ICU. And it's unfortunate, and it's doesn't necessarily have to be so many people getting so sick. So doing our own part, wearing the mask, washing our hands, and if you're somebody who is extra vulnerable, staying home right now, and if you're borderline, if you're kind of like, my health isn't that great, really taking this so seriously and doing something for yourself, for your family. Like, when we take care of our health, it's not just about us. It makes a difference. It does make a difference. It makes a difference for your family. It makes a difference for the people who are possibly taking care of you. It makes a difference in the economy too. If you care about the economy, it does make a difference how you care for yourself. And if you're somebody who's already healthy and active and strong, keep it going, keep it up. It's what our life is about. We want to live our life to the fullest. And also, this is a journey. Fitness is a journey. Wellness is a journey. So it can seem overwhelming when you think about, if you do know that you have a lot of room for improvement, but we all have a lot of room for improvement. So that's something to remember, and that it is a lifelong journey that we're going to be on. So take some pressure off yourself, but do something good and kind for yourself. Thank you all for watching. I'm Brittany Cano with Faithful Fitness by Brittany. If you have any questions when it comes to your well-being, when it comes to getting started in an exercise program, so that you can live that healthy, active lifestyle, so that you can get down on the floor with your grandkids, so that you can avoid going into the hospital, so that you can live your life and do the things that you enjoy, and so that you can get up and go to work and fulfill your role in the world every day, then please feel free to reach out to me. And if you have any questions for somebody who is working the front lines when it comes to COVID-19, I'd love to hear your questions. I also would love to hear what you think as far as what you can do, what we can do as individuals to avoid ending up detrimentally ill from COVID-19. Because there's one thing to catch COVID-19, we can all catch it, but it's another thing when we're vulnerable, when we're sick, or when we don't know that we have these unhealthy things, but we've been living a very unhealthy lifestyle and we get COVID-19. That's where it can be so horrible. And so stay safe. God bless you. Be well. Thanks again. See ya.